Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my skincare declutter for spring of 2025. Technically, this is video 2, but today is the video wherein I am finally ready to tell you a little intro about what we will be doing. And you might think, with the tariff news and the stock market situation, that I would want to hold on to stuff more, but no, I want to give. It's like I said, we're gonna have to think about what each of us can do, and this is something I can do. Share skincare. Really quickly, timestamps and links are in the description box below if you hate intros and just want to get into the declutter. I'm also taking your advice on how to film this today. I hope you all enjoy that. I'm really excited. Now, I want to let you know, today's video is going to be cleansers, and it is an exceptionally chaotic declutter today for a good reason. It's something I say all the time. Some of you might even know where we are about to go with this conversation, but when we are talking about skincare, realistically, there are 3 categories that dermatologists agree are must-haves: cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. So cleanser is a category where brands have sent me a ton of PR. Every company has cleansers, probably multiple cleansers, because it's a must-have. You need to cleanse your skin. Do you need as much cleanser as I have right now? Absolutely not. No. But it absolutely is a must-have category, and that is simply the reason why I have such an obnoxious amount of cleanser. Again, though, since it is a must-have category, maybe that can help motivate me to declutter, share some of this. I also noticed something so interesting in editing part 1. We already did cleansing balms and cleansing oils. Our first cleanse we already did. I noticed that I'm just going to have a natural tendency to talk myself into keeping the most expensive products. Do you know why? It's something called sunken cost fallacy, and people do it not only with things that cost us money, but with life things as well. We all have this tendency to think that we are not biased, and that in itself is of course called biased. Yeah, no, I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. I have a tendency to keep the expensive products because I remember buying them. I know that if I decide I want to repurchase a drugstore product versus a $60 cleanser, one of them is going to cost me more than the other. So I'm going to do everything I can to fight that in today's video. I'm also going to make sure to keep some affordable products as well as some K-beauty products for doing videos. Again, I just don't know how much I'm going to shop with everything going on in the world, but I still want to make videos about skincare. And as always, I will link everything in the description box below if you'd like to check out any of these products and help support this channel. And without further ado, let's get into this declutter. Welcome to my floor. A lot of you said you prefer this kind of a declutter setup, so we're going to try this time. I also think, since we are already on the floor here, let's sort these cleansers by category. I think we now have everything sorted out. It's kind of funny to see how much I have in each category. So this is the basket I'm going to use to keep, which is about... is it even half the size of our original? We have to do a ton of decluttering, so let's prioritize. There is but one holy grail product, one of the top 10 out of all of this. And hilariously, it's not even really a cleanser, it's my acne treatment. So let me just pull out all of the acne treatment products. Most of the time you have salicylic acid cleansers, but by far for me the most effective is benzoyl peroxide. This is the one from CeraVe. I actually think I like the Panoxyl one more, but this was a better deal and I have no loyalty whatsoever. So I will be keeping the CeraVe and I will be decluttering Herbivore Aquarius BHA plus Blue Tansy Clarity Cleanser. I do actually like this. Used up about half of the bottle. I just don't need it. I Do Care Cleans It Away Salicylic Acid 1.5%. Salicylic acid just isn't as effective for me. The Tula Keep It Clear Acne Foaming Cleanser. This is a really fun one. It is a foaming cleanser. But this too is salicylic acid, and between the two, salicylic acid versus benzoyl peroxide, I just find benzoyl peroxide works better for me. This one I'm going to go ahead and finish. It is a now discontinued product from Tula, and as you can maybe see, do we have 1 or 2 uses left in this? Hopefully. This cleanser actually uses sulfur, which is yet another way to approach the idea of treating acne, but it has a little bit more of a smell to it. Probably the reason it's getting discontinued. I will miss it greatly. I will. This is a really nice product. So that's 2 keeping, 2 decluttering. Let's stick with my skin type, which is acne prone and dry, and therefore our next category will be these cream cleansers, these non-foaming cleansers. This is wholeheartedly a category for people with dry skin. You may not like this at all if you have a more oily skin type. I called my absolute favorite the Pacifica Vegan Ceramide Extra Gentle Face Wash. I still think that is true. This one is pretty low. I believe this is my second or third bottle of this. Maybe about halfway full, actually. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one. And the Drunk Elephant Mellow Marula Cream Cleanser, this is brand new, so I want to declutter it for that reason. These are my only 2 Korean cleansers because this isn't a very popular category. I actually think I'm going to keep the Dewy Tree. I was quite pleasantly surprised by this one. Tree's Yam Root Cleanser is also very nice. But let's not be overzealous with keeping products here. These are our drugstore options. I'm going to keep the Versed. I really like the Versed brand. That was PR. The Bioma is nice too, but I'm going to pass this one along. This Bold and Hydrating Cleanser, this was really nice. I want to keep this because I want to support more indie brands, and yeah, this is another fantastic option. This was more recently gifted to me. We gotta do better than keeping half of everything I talk about. So this next category is foaming cleansers. These are all K-Beauty products. Let's keep just the little Astura. I actually find this category really fun. It just doesn't last that long. I think because in contrast to your standard gel cleansers or your foaming cleansers where you add water, the water is in these. You know what these do, right? They pump out as a fun-filled foam. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. I believe all 3 of these were PR, so we're just gonna pass along the Rich Moist Foaming Cleanser from Klairs. That is a really nice one. We are passing along the Dr. Malaxin Melting Cleanser. I had to try this one out this past week because I felt like this might be something really different. It claims to have calamine and niacinamide, and it is to wash off base makeup. But I honestly didn't feel like it was all that different. You know, it removes light makeup, but so do most cleansers. That's why it's called cleanser. It's supposed to take off most things. And then the iUnique Centella Bubble Cleansing Foam. This is so hard. I like all of these, but I just don't need them. So let's pass that along. Let's share. Sharing is caring. I have 2 enzyme cleansers. Both of these are powders, and I really like the Milk Foliant from Dermalogica. Just recommended this in the 21 Days of Beauty. This was PR. I'm keeping it. The I'm Rice Exfoliating Enzyme Cleanser from Tony Moly. This is nice too. It's See, I'm doing the thing. I'm keeping the more expensive one, but I do like it more. This is a good drugstore alternative though. And let's go ahead and pass that along. Next category is exfoliating cleansers. I did buy this one recently from Beekman 1802, the Oat and Goat Milk Exfoliating Facial Cleanser. This is really nice. I felt like the other ones that I have aren't intense enough, and for me, I don't use a lot of chemical exfoliants, so I do actually like a good, not too intense, but not too gentle exfoliating cleanser. This one from Beekman 1802 is exactly what I was looking for, so we are gonna keep the milk scrub, and that means I'll pass along the products that I didn't like. I didn't really like the Outset's Micro Polish. I think somebody will because it's very, very gentle. That's something that the Outset is great at. This was PR. So I still have it in its box. We will pass this one along to someone who will enjoy it more than I did. Wishful Yo Detox. I worry this might be a little too old. I like Huda. I wanted to like the Wishful brand more than I did, but this is basically just a Korean peeling gel with some additional AHA, BHA in a charcoal kind of formula. We'll pass that one along and hope it's not too old. Pacifica Glow Baby Super Lit Enzyme Scrub with glycolic acid and vitamin C. Funny enough, I didn't feel like this was very intense, maybe because it's giving you chemical exfoliation. It was more gentle than I expected it to be. This was also PR. We are going to pass this one along. And I'm of course going to keep my Rosen Super Smoothie Cleanser. It's just a very fun product to use. I did use this in my Black-owned beauty haul, so I'll link that if you want to know more about this. I think they've updated the formula, I think. Since there isn't a lot left in here, I'm just going to go ahead and finish that. Okay, we are doing great. We are finally at a point where I have more getting decluttered than we are keeping. Whew. But let me not get too hasty with thinking we're all in the clear over here. I do want to keep our only clay cleanser. Yes, I have dry skin. Clay cleanser is more for oily skin types, but I also just kind of like to use it in lieu of a mask sometimes. See, a clay mask is just about always too much for my dry skin type, but a clay cleanser, that's something I can do. So I'm going to keep this one from Field Trip. And now a little bit of a different category, going back to a dry skin type over here. I like to use these kind of products. I think this leaked. Oh dear. I feel like my hands are just kind of getting covered in cleanser in this particular declutter. As a dry skin type, I don't always wash my face in the mornings. Sometimes I like to just use one of these one and done micellar water cleansers, especially the kind that don't require a rinse afterwards. And the way to know is to look on the bottle and see if it says something like, no need to rinse. This was pretty new. I just got this in PR from Sephora, the Micellar Cleansing Water. I don't want to declutter anything here because I really love this category, and I feel like if I try to pass this along, I just feel like nobody's going to like it as much as I do. Just when I thought we were doing really well, I think I am going to keep all of these, for now at least. So the new Sephora Cleansing Water, I like this, I really do. It does have some fragrance, so it won't be for everyone. Here's one from a Torridon that I bought not too long ago. This one I got on Flip. It's by the brand Care. I like this one surprisingly a lot, but I do think that's the bottle that was leaking over here. This is a Sea Beauty brand. I was hoping to do more Sea Beauty, but that's going to get put on hold for maybe 4 years. And I just see no point in decluttering this because it is also a mini and it is almost empty. This brings us to the real test. This is all of the gel cleansers. Now, this is a category that I do like. I don't need this much. Why would I have this much gel cleanser? But the reason is because this is the most popular category of cleanser, so we just have an absolute ton of PR here. So let's start pulling out the products that are in their boxes. Those are ones I know I want to pass along. Youth to the People, Kale and Green Tea, Spinach Vitamins. This is a cleanser that I did not like when I first tried it. I had to figure out that less is more with this. Less is more. Mix it in your hands with water. I did a whole reel on Instagram showing how to use this, and actually, I liked it that way. Your money goes a lot farther that way. It doesn't feel stripping on your skin. But do I need it? No. So I'm going to pass that along. And I'm just going to kind of pull out all of the cleansers that I feel like can be used the way I just described. That's going to be the I'm From Rice Whip Facial Cleanser. Eccentree Onion New Pair Cleansing Foam. Let me check the date on this. Expires 2025-9. Okay. First Aid Beauty Cleanser. Madagascar Centella Tea Trika BHA Foam from Skin 104. Innisfree Green Tea Amino Acid Face Cleanser. Saturday Skin Acai Berry Oats. This one was actually quite nice. They sent me this one. It reminds me actually a lot of the one from Youth to the People, and yet a smidge more gentle. Still gonna pass that one along though because I just don't need all of this gel foaming cleanser. Green Tea and Enzyme Milky Foaming Wash by Wish Trend. They made a pump system of their more popular powder cleanser. It's quite nice too. We're down to this much. We're doing great. This is the process of elimination here. I'm going to pass along the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Moisture 5.5 Soft Cleansing Gel. This is a nice unscented Korean cleanser. The Seco Barrier 5.5 Gel Cleanser from B-Lab. This was a more gentle cleanser as well. I just simply don't need 1,000 cleansers. Caudalie, the Vino Pure Purifying Gel Cleanser. This one has such a strong smell to me. Whew, it's those essential oils for sure. This one I did not like. Too strong in smell for me. Let's also declutter the Peach Slices Snail Rescue Purifying Cleanser. You know how the Orencia Fresh Green Cleanser was all over social media? Is that fresh green? Mine turned brown. So disturbing. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if that means it went bad or just oxidized or what. I'm gonna hold on to this. You all let me know if you've seen that happen with this one. I want to talk about two products together, the Lagome Cell Up Gel to Water Cleanser as well as the Esonox Turnover 28 Water Gel Cleansing Lotion. So the Lagome has been a long-running favorite for me. It's made to be an AM cleanser. For the rare times where I wash my face in the morning, I like something that is super gentle. And this is by far, my absolute favorite morning cleanser. This was a contender, but it's discontinued. And that is just so frustrating that I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter it. So that leaves these. Let me talk about why I'm keeping these. I actually do want to declutter this one from Equal Reaction, but I want to do a review on it first. So a couple products to pull out here. I want to review all three of these products. So Equal Reaction is such an adorable little brand. I bought this product from them, but for some reason, this stings my eyes. I'm telling you all, there's some ingredient that has started stinging my eyes, and it didn't used to be this way. So either I've developed an allergy or there is a new ingredient being used in some cleansers. But it is extremely painful. So I'm going to keep that for now, do that review, and then we'll declutter that. The Regelica Water Lily pH Balanced Gentle Cleanser. This is a nice gentle cleanser. I want to do more with the Regelica brand because I love them, and I'm worried about our small businesses and everything that's going on in the world. And then the current state of skin, I don't know if you can tell this, but this cleanser is almost empty. And I still have to review it, but it turns out that out of all the cleansers, all the cleansers, this is the one that my partner likes the most. So I have to keep it for her, but I told her, I said, once you finish that, you have to find something else from what we have. There's gotta be a runner-up for you, there just has to be. And then some of my favorites in the gel category that I want to keep, of course, the Eccentree Green Tea Fresh Cleanser. This is super gentle, absolutely love it. The Bubble Fresh Start Gel Cleanser. This is the perfect size for travel. And a nice gentle cleanser. The Tower 28 Daily Balancing Gel Cleanser. This one is also incredibly gentle. A couple more pump bottles to end on. Both of these were gifted products. I love both of these. They smell really nice. They are pleasant to use. And they're Ulta brands, so you know we see good deals on these. Let's put these products back in and see if we did decently with the declutter. So here's the finale of what we are decluttering. And here's what we're keeping. It's still more than I need, but we've got a little bit of research to do on some of these products. And I guess I do have a skincare channel. I'm filming our outro before I've done the actual declutter, so did I do well? Oh, I hope so. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.